Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 814. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Let me move my keyboard before I stumble here. Got my new iPad. Hopefully, this will work better than yesterday's iPad, which was getting really obsolete. I think that's why it kept crashing. So, anyway, I do the Durham Skywriter with Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and hopefully with my new iPad Mini, that is. So if you could share this out, that would be super awesome because then more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. Also, if you'd like to join me on camera, you can do so. I have posted the link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. At least I think I have. Yes, there it is. Dave is here. Yes, new iPad, new day. You know that's right. And of course, fist bump, Dave. Yeah, where's my old one? I think I left my old one in my other room. But yeah, my old one was the iPad Generation 6. It could no longer be updated. And I noticed it's been glitching a little bit. So I had already bought this and hadn't gotten used to it. So I hadn't been using it. So this is look how little it is. Isn't it cute? It's adorable. So we'll see. I have a feeling that my show will go smoothly today because I have a feeling this is not going to glitch. I thought the problem was with the website, with the software, but I think it was actually the iPad because it's really ancient by Apple standards. So let's see. Let's continue here. Let's see. So I'm on the Word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also by city, county, and state government. So go up and down the page, see what you can sign up for, and you might actually find a place to volunteer at if that's what you're looking for. Okay, let's see. The print is smaller because it's a smaller iPad. Fortunately, I'm ready. New glasses. You know, you have to go with the flow. So I have new glasses to deal with my aging issues. Not ashamed to say that. Oh, don't forget, by the way, for us, National Night Out is going to be October 7th, first Tuesday in October. So it's happened pretty much for everybody else. Um, Dave, I know you live out of state. I know you're in Texas. You probably already had National Night Out. But for Durham, we moved it, not we, I mean, I had nothing to do with it, but it was moved to October because August is our hottest and most humid month, and they figured people would be more comfortable in October. So if you're putting together a National Night Out event like a parade, a block party, food drive, school supply drive, register with the Durham Police Department because they coordinate everything. They like to try to visit as many activities as possible with their cool motorcycles. So let me also point out, in fact, let me scroll down to Durham Police Department. Um, there we are. So don't forget that there's going to be, let's see, next week there's going to be a community online meeting so that you can get the most out of your activity that you plan for National Night Out. Also, the Durham Police Department, they kick it off. They're going to have the kickoff celebration at their police headquarters, actually outside their police headquarters. And that's going to be October 7th at 4. So it'll be from 4 until 8. They're letting some vendors in, so that might be a good opportunity for you. So look into that. They're going to have free food, activities, and entertainment, etc., etc. So go ahead, click on the link. You can contact Randall Packard or Shakita Dancy, and then you can let them know what's happening in your neighborhood for National Night Out, and they can register it as appropriate. Okay, let me scroll back up. The Durham County Libraries, with today being Thursday, they're all open until 6. And then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Okay, let's see. Let me now scroll down let's go to the Durham Tech Small Business Center. because they have activities that classes for people who are wanting to start a business or people who have already started a business and they just want to bring more customers in, make more money. They want to be able to do their paperwork correctly, etc. Let's see. So today, with it being the 14th, yes, here is a free class. Now, these classes are live and they're online, so you can click and register whenever you get ready. So, today there's going to be a free class from 2 until 3, the ABCs of starting a small business on a limited budget. That's a good idea because sometimes starting out grand isn't always the best idea. I've literally seen it happen where people have started out too big, too grand, spending too much money up front, and then they couldn't sustain the business, and unfortunately, they slid right out of business. So start small. If you have a limited budget, settle for that, and see what you can do within that limited budget, and then grow as you make money. Just like when I started my newspaper in Chicago, it was called the Woodlawn Scoop for my Woodlawn community. Then it became the Woodlawn Inglewood Scoop. And then it became the Southside Scoop. And I was in 13 different communities before shutting it down and moving here to North Carolina. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, hey. Have you gone back to Washington, D.C. yet? Let me know. And folks, if you need to learn about epilepsy or if you just want to see some really cool interviews with some really cool people, check out Seizure the Day NC. That is Roxanne's YouTube channel. And I think you posted something new yesterday. I need to check it out. I did get I was notified that you posted something. So I need to check that out. All righty, I have no idea where I was. Yes, the ABCs of starting a small business on a limited budget. That is today from 2 until 3. Um, Later on, from 6 until 7, there's a free class. Human Resources Foundations for Small Businesses, Part 2. Now, if you missed Part 1, that's okay because they'll probably catch you up. I have attended classes, parts 2 and 3, and missed the first part, and they'll catch you up because the teachers are really good. So that's going to be from 6 until 7. Here's another one from 6:30 until 8. Launching your business idea. That's a good one because people want to know. You want to know if people accept your business idea. So you want to launch the idea and see what people think about it, and then you'll be able to tweak it and get it just right. Here's another one from 6:30 until 8. How and where to find grants for nonprofits. Some nonprofits, I won't name them, but I know of a couple of nonprofits that chased the grants. That's the phrase that I'm sort of making up. But basically, they're trying to get a foothold, trying to get started. So they basically tried to get grants wherever they could get them, and then they centered their nonprofit around that grant. And then the next grant, it was kind of different, in other words, they didn't have a solid plan because they were chasing the grants while they were gaining a foothold. But it worked out ultimately for them. They were able to stay in their field, their general field, even though the services that they offered varied from grant to grant. Then they eventually did fine. They bought their own building and they're doing fine. So you can learn all about that this afternoon or evening from 6:30 until 8. Here's the last one from 7 until 8, business photography for non-photographers. Love that because you want your pictures to be on point. And Roxanne is saying, oh, Dave has a fist bump and a nickname for you, Roxanne. Roxy, I love that. I don't know if you love it, but I think that's cute. Roxanne is saying September 6th is your next show, your next interview, if I'm reading that right. Okay, so, okay. Yeah, let us know. so we can know who you're going to interview because you interview some really interesting people. All righty, let's see. So that is it for the workshops being offered across the state, but listed under the Durham Tech Small Business Center. Okay, let's see. You know what? I need to mention this. So there is a nonprofit. It's called Echo. And they're located at Reese City. You know that building? They house a bunch of nonprofits. It's at 112 Broadway Street downtown. So Echo, they're now they have different programs, but they're for youth by youth program. They're looking for submissions by young people ages 13 to 18 for the next issue of their online publication, also called a zine. It's called Shiboka. And that word is, oh, I read about it on their website. It's, I think it's Swahili, if I'm not mistaken, and it means I am here for you, something like that. But yeah, so they are looking for young people to submit, let's see, uh, essays, poems, photographs, paintings, cartoons, and other art for the zine. Now, it has to be digitized, of course. So, and they're paying. They don't want you to just give it away. So, for each piece that's selected, the writer or the artist will receive between $50 and $75. How about that? So they're looking for short films and film or audio essays. Now everything here, the art, the films, everything is dealing with democracy, and it's democracy take two because apparently they had take one earlier this year. So if you're submitting a short film or audio essay, that is for an upcoming film festival. So between $100 and $150 will be paid for each one that is selected for the film festival. And I like that because a lot of times people in general were asked to submit something for someone's approval for publication or showing or whatever, and we just pray that we're chosen and we know we're not going to make any money. But I like the fact that they are respecting the work of the young people. I like that. So Echo, thumbs up. I like that. I like that a lot. There's a deadline. There is a deadline. So I have a link for the young people to click so you can see a past issue of Shiboka, so you can see what it's all about. And then you'll kind of know what you want to, you'll figure out what you want to submit. And then I have another link for you to submit your work by the Monday, August 25th deadline. So, and then you'll click where it says Shiboka call for artists apply. So there you go. All of this information is under the Echo post on the Word page. So go to durhamskywriter.com and then you'll scroll down on the Word page and you'll see Echo. And Dave is saying, I love a good zine. And you are so, you know what, here in Durham, there used to be a festival for zines at the Armory. It's been years. I don't know if they still do it, but I remember, I think it was right before or right during COVID. It was the last time that I went. Yeah. And of course, he's saying, what a deal. And I know you agree with me, Dave, that it's nice to see the young people getting paid for their work. I like that. And agreed. Indeed. That's really nice for the young folks to get paid for their work. Yes. Because they're doing great work. Why not pay them? Okay, let me continue here. Actually, what I'm going to do now is to look for SCORE and let's see if they have any workshops that we can attend. For entrepreneurs, they have mentors, they have classes that are in person and online. So let me scroll down. Oh, one more thing while I'm scrolling here. I noticed They're the Pauli Murray Center for History and Social Justice. That's the whole name. It's at Pauli Murray's homestead at 906 Carroll Street. If you don't know who that is, Pauli Murray, she's deceased, of course, but um, she was the first Black female Episcopal priest, also a civil rights activist, author, attorney, writer, activist. I mean, she was everything. So they converted her house. It sat vacant for years. And then the Pauli Murray Foundation got, I guess, funding, a grant or whatever, and they updated the house. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. You want to take the tour on Saturdays? They have self tours. But anyway, they are looking for volunteers who can take pictures at their special events. And their next special event is going to be on Friday, September 5th. And then I guess like once a month or a couple of times a month. They would love it. They're saying that budgets are tight. And if you love to take pictures and you don't mind sharing your pictures, I was just saying how much I love it when people get paid. But it's also great to volunteer. And let me tell you a quick story about taking pictures. So, as you know, the Durham Bulls used to play on Corporation at the old ballpark. And then in the 1990s, they built a new ballpark, the ballpark they're using now. So they got funding. I guess funding was tight. They didn't have a photographer lined up for their grand opening. And I was there and I had my camera. So the day that they had the grand opening, I took a bunch of pictures. I mean, a tremendous amount of pictures. And I went ahead and just sent them to what was it called? Whatever foundation or organization that was in charge of setting up the old ballpark, updating it. And when they got money for hiring a photographer the next year, they actually needed a photographer to take pictures for their events and games and whatnot. And somebody, I wasn't there, but I was told that somebody said at the meeting, "What about that nice lady that sent us all those free pictures?" So they found me, they looked me up, and they hired me. I think I worked for them for 2 years, and I made a nice amount of money there. So it's nice to volunteer also. You don't always get paid down the road, but it's always nice to share your talent with others because, hey, sometimes you might luck into getting some money when they do get funding. Let me continue. I want to respect your time. Now I'm going down to SCORE. Let me see if they have a workshop that we could attend. Let's see. Today's the 14th, right? Yeah, here's one. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock this afternoon. There's going to be a free webinar called QuickBooks for the Novice, Setting Up Your First Account. This is for accounting, for business owners who want to learn how to, do their taxes correctly. So if you want to do that, that is today at 1. And Dave is a big brain thinking. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. But like I said, it's nice to volunteer too. You don't always have to get paid. Not always. Let's see. Now tomorrow, SCORE will have another workshop, and that is, oh, it's my sister saying that their Amazon package arrived. You're welcome. Let's see. Now, tomorrow there's going to be a webinar at 9 o'clock, so I won't be able to mention this tomorrow. So 9 o'clock tomorrow, online, a free class, artificial intelligence from Google. You might want to check that out. I'm trying to learn about artificial intelligence right now. All I really know um, how to do with AI is to create graphics for my articles and my posts on Facebook. So if you want to learn how to do more, and I do, yeah, you might want to check that out. 9 o'clock tomorrow, online, totally free. Okay, let's go to the To Your Health page. All righty. Looks like Roxanne will be joining us in a few minutes after I do the weather. That's going to be awesome. So let me just very quick. Wait a minute. It's Thursday. That means NAMI Durham. Let me tell you about that first. NAMI stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And on Thursdays, they have an online stress and anxiety support group for African Americans, and that will be from 7 until 8:30. A lot of times, Black folks, we push down our the what do you call those micro aggressions that we encounter every day, and a lot of times we push them aside, and it creates upset tummies and hurt feelings, and sometimes worse. So to keep all of us on an even keel, NAMI suggests that if we're suffering from stress and anxiety, that we all meet together on an online room from 7 until 8:30. And what's discussed in the room stays in the room. Um, it's not just where people complain. There is someone from NAMI there to offer support. Also, we'll get to know that we don't. It's not all in our minds, and that we're going crazy. We can be offered resources as well. So that's going to be from 7 until 8:30, and of course, it's free. Now let's see if we can save lives with blood donations. Let's see if the American Red Cross is doing something today. Having a blood drive. Let's see. No, but tomorrow they will. They will be at the Yates Baptist Church, 2819 Chapel Hill Road, from 1 until 6 tomorrow. I'll try to remind you tomorrow. Blood Connection, they do the same thing. And their next blood drive is Saturday morning. So I'll tell you about that tomorrow as well. Okay, let's go to the top of the page. Click on that big blue button and see if there are any health events going on that we need to know about. Today's the 14th. Yes, there is an online meeting of the Duke Dementia Evening Care Partner Support Group. So you can call Rebecca Brach and get the information and also the Zoom link. So that will be tonight from 6:30 until 8. I know that's a long name. This is a meeting run by Duke for people who are caring for others with dementia or Alzheimer's. You can get resources, encouragement, and some tips. And if you have tips to share, definitely share them because they want to hear. They want to hear from you. Alrighty, now let's go to the Senior Scope page and let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rixby Avenue, downtown. Great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. Now it's Thursday, so this afternoon Pinochle and Kings in the Corner card games going on all afternoon until 7, which lets you know the center is open late tonight. So if you're working 9 to 5, stop off after work, burn off some steam, do some workouts or whatever, and get home chilled out. Also happening this afternoon at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Let's see. In 5 minutes, Thursday Bible study, afternoon bingo at 1. Let's see. Open Art Studio at 1. Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. Fitness Center and Tech Lab from 5 until 7:30. It's a drop-in. Cardio and more from 5:30 until 6:15. Now tomorrow morning, Muscle Pump at 8:40. Open Studio at 9. You get 3 hours to just to your heart's content. Work on art in the art studio. Um, Let's see. Oh, you can sign up for the Chronic Disease Self Management Program. So it starts running next month, but they want you to sign up now because they can only accept a certain number of people. So definitely do that. The total body workout is at 10. Ping pong is at 10. Freezy Fridays is at noon tomorrow. So it's like every Friday in August, what they've been doing, starting at noon, inviting people to socialize, play lawn games, and enjoy a nice, sweet, frozen treat. And I think it's going to be hot tomorrow, so that should be nice. Also, tomorrow, in the theater, yes, they have an actual theater with free popcorn. They show free movies. So tomorrow's movie will be Life of Pi. I've heard of that, I don't know if it's a kids movie. I think it starts young people or kids, or I think it's about kids. I'm not sure what it's about, but I think it's like a fantasy movie or something or magical. I've heard of it. But anyway, that's going to be tomorrow at 12:30. Now, let's check for special events with today being the 14th. Ooh, starting in 3 minutes, the Humana Health Workshop, what you need to know about Alzheimer's disease. And that is starting, it's for an hour, so maybe you can tiptoe in late, but it is starting at 12:30 in just a couple of minutes. Now, excuse me, now tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning at the 406 Cafe, they're going to have the Eats Nutrition Today cooking demo. Seasonal cooking hosted by Chef John Williams. He's a chef? Okay. I didn't know. I mean, he's an employee and he's a chef. Who knew? So that's going to be tomorrow, 9:30 until 10:30. How about that? I might need to check that out. Okay. Also happening tomorrow at 12:30, what's happening at Duke? That is where at Duke University postdoctoral students, they discuss the latest updates and developments in STEM. A lot of us like tech and science and whatnot, so that's for you. Now, the last page we're going to visit is the Let's Go calendar of events page. Then we'll do the weather, and then we'll visit with Roxanne, who's patiently waiting, and I really appreciate that. So let me scroll down to 14. Whoa, I went past it. There we are. Okay, let's see. New Visions of Africa restaurant. They're giving away free meals to people who are in need from 3 until 6. They're located at 1306 Fayetteville Street. Now, starting today through Sunday is the Out South Queer Film Festival. They changed the name. They definitely changed. It was called the same thing last year, and it was called the probably like the Gay and Lesbian Film Festival or LGBTQ, something like that. But now it's called the Out South Queer Film Festival. They have screenings of short films, documentaries, and feature films. So it starts. Today through Sunday, and then they're going to have special screenings of short films on the 20th, and that's Wednesday. And that's where you can see the debut of the Once Upon a Wetland, which gives a behind the scenes look at the 2023 Beaver Queen pageant, which is that wacky event that happens in Duke Park every year here in Durham. So tickets are 15 for individual films or 60 for a 5 pass. So I have a link so that you can click and read a short description of all of the films, including the short films, and also you can make your purchase online as well. So this is all at the Carolina Theater, and that is downtown at 309 West Morgan Street. Okay. Now, if you need groceries, if you're struggling, if you're in need, the Parktown Food Hub, they're distributing free groceries to people in need at Parkwood UMC Church, 5123 Revere Road, and that's today from 4:30 until 5:30. And then Boxyard RTP, 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. They'll be featuring old school R&B and rock by Wake Moody. That is today, 5:30 until 7:30. It's an outdoor event. It's rain or shine, unless, of course, if it starts thundering and lightning, then they cut it short. But it's covered, but it's outside, so you will love that. It's totally free, no pressure. You're surrounded by restaurants, though, so when you see people having barbecue and whatnot, you might want to make a quick little purchase there. But they do have food and beverages for sale. Now, this is from 5:30 until 7:30, and again, it's at Boxyard RTP. They have live music and DJs just about pretty much every day, pretty much. I know they're closed on Mondays. Now, if you're really seriously into gardening, the NC Composting Council, they have their monthly mixer. They call it Sustainable Spirits. It's hosted by Keep Durham Beautiful and is held at the Ponysaurus Durham, 219 Hood Street, that's downtown, from 6 until 8. So you can meet Keep Durham Beautiful staff and also volunteers. You can learn all about their special activities in terms of tree planting and composting and all the sort of thing. So that's going to be today. You can learn about organic farming too, if that's what you're into, in which case you really need to learn about composting. So that is today from 6 until 8. The Fleet Feet Pony Run starts at and returns to Ponysaurus Durham, again, 219 Hood Street. So that's from 6:15 until 8:30. You can choose either to run 3 miles or 5 miles. It's all up to you. It is warm today, so you might want to choose 3 miles. It's all up to you and it's totally free. Party of One, they're hosting the line dancing class at the W.D. Hill Recreation Center, 1308 Fayetteville Street, and that's tonight at 6:30. Now, if you like jazz, you want to check out a jazz jam because you want to take out your saxophone, your guitar, whatever, the Summer Jazz Jam, led by bassist Butler Knowles. That is tonight, 7 until 10 at Missy Lane's Assembly Room. It's 310 East Main Street downtown, and you can click for more information and options in terms of payment. Okay, now if you just want to sit and listen to jazz, that's fine too, because the Roland Burnot Quartet with Burnot on saxophone, Emerson Borg on trumpet, Lavelle Skip Bradford on bass, Tyler Monroe on drums. They're appearing in concert at the Sharp 9 Gallery, 4608L Industry Lane. That's near Fayetteville and MLK Parkway. So that is this evening starting at 7:30. Tickets are $30, $10 for students, and you can click for more information and to get your ticket or tickets. Now, tomorrow, there's line dancing with Jitterbug at the IR Home Senior, also known as Campus Hills Recreation Center, 2000 South Austin Avenue, and that's from 9 until 10 tomorrow. It's $4, $3 if you're a senior, and it's for beginners on up. Counter Culture Coffee, 812 Mallard Avenue. They're hosting tasting at 10. If you love coffee, you can sample all those different flavors because Counter Culture Coffee, you've heard of it. They have coffee at the different coffee shops. So you can taste all the different flavors. You can talk coffee, meet other people who love coffee, and maybe just start off your day with some nice caffeine or decaffeine. It's all up to you. So this is free, and it's from 10 until 11 at 812 Mallard Avenue. Now, this is something that's very, wait a minute, something's missing. Free Food Friday is missing. Why don't I have it listed? Well, let me see if I can tell you about it from memory. Free Food Friday, that is the Salvation Army on Liberty Street. Was it 909? I think it is Liberty Street, from 10 until noon while supplies last. Have a strong bag with you, just in case they run out. But they give away some great groceries. So if you're struggling, head over to the Salvation Army on Liberty Street tomorrow from 10 until noon. I have to add that. Let me write that down because somehow I forgot to add that. I don't know how that escaped me. So, the Salvation Army, Friday. Okay, I'll be sure to add that. Now, this is very sweet. Reality Ministries, they serve a community of people with developmental disabilities. It's like a church, okay, but it's also a nonprofit. And on Fridays, one Friday a month, I should say, they have the Durham Reality Cafe, where some of the members who love to make food and to create community, they get together one Friday a month and they make seasonal handcrafted lunches. And then anybody can stop by from noon until 1 and sit down and have a free lunch. make new friends. I think that is so sweet. So I don't know if I can go tomorrow, but I definitely want to go one day really soon. So Reality Ministries is 916 Lamond Avenue, and that's kind of on the backside of the School of the Arts downtown. So that's where that is. So you might want to check that out. That is tomorrow from noon until 1. They do want you to click on the link and register, though, because they want to make sure, of course, that they make enough lunches for the folks. And of course, Dave is saying, let's go. Indeed. Indeed. And I might want to go there tomorrow if I can. Hmm. Also happening tomorrow, the Glass Jug Beer Lab, 545 Foster Street. That's the one that's downtown. Friday, co-working and networking social. If you're working in isolation as a freelancer, entrepreneur, or remote worker, and you're tired of being alone all the time, set up shop at the Glass Jug downtown because they have places set aside for you. So from noon until 4, you'll be working around others. You'll be doing your work, but you'll be around people for a change. And then from 4 until 5, you can meet your new co-workers and make new friends and not feel so alone all the time. I know it could be really lonely being on your own all the time, all day. All righty. Now, let's check the weather and then we'll bring on Roxanne. Okay, let's do that. Okay, it is warm out today. It's 84. The high is 85. It says here that it's going to be cloudy. I think it rained much earlier. I think I heard some rain early this morning, or was I dreaming? But it's going up to 85, so it looks like it's going to be cloudy most of the afternoon. It looks like right before dinner time, it'll be partly sunny. I don't see rain until 9 o'clock, and it looks like we might get thunderstorms tonight, starting around 9 ish. There's a 20% chance of thunderstorms. So, and that chance is all the way from 9 until midnight. Then tomorrow's Third Friday, by the way, where you go downtown and enjoy the art and music. So tomorrow's high will be 88. Nice. 50% chance of thunderstorms. Now I can look ahead 24 hours. So let me see if it's going to rain in the morning. So it looks like it's going to be partly sunny tomorrow morning. So if it rains tomorrow, it's going to be in the afternoon or evening. And I hope it doesn't rain during Third Friday because people are planning to, walk around and enjoy themselves. So let's hope that it doesn't rain during Third Friday because I also wanted to attend myself. Okay, now let's bring on Roxanne. First, let's go to the dynamic scene. Okay, add Roxanne to scene. Let me see if I'm doing this right. And then transition. Ta da! Yes, Roxanne, what's new?
All right, hello.
Hey, what's new?
Let's see. I've got you muted. Wait a minute.
Oh, you can't hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
there we go. Yeah, I
Okay.
just didn't want to have that extra noise in the back where you might be
Oh,
double,
oh,
you
no
know.
worries. Dave is saying hi to you. You are Miss Roxy today.
Well, hello. I've been called Roxy.
Oh, that's
So,
cute. That's a cute nickname. I never even thought of that.
Roxy.
Oh, Rox.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. So, did you go back to Washington, D.C. yet?
I'm going September 6th through 11th.
Oh, that's what you meant by 6 through 11.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you're going to have almost a whole week in D.C. Look
Yes.
at you.
And get to go to a dinner the day before we talk to all of them. And some
Uh-huh.
of them are going to be at the dinner and speaking, the congressman.
Oh,
So actually going
look
to
at
get to
you.
hear some of them. Yeah.
Okay.
It's exciting. I'm excited.
That's real exciting. So who gets to go with you this time?
Charity will.
Okay.
And it's because they're going to provide transportation so she doesn't have to drive in DC.
Oh, that was a long drive, wasn't it?
Yeah, and very confusing in the city. Well, in the district.
Well, DC, I mean, it's so huge. I've never driven. I mean, I've been to DC a couple of times as an adult, a couple of times, and once as a child. I've never driven in DC.
Poor
But
thing.
yeah, well, I mean, I would walk or take the, did I take public train? Oh yeah, of course. I took the train, the
Yeah, yeah, the subway or no, it's
metro.
above, and then there's one above
Yeah,
Trailway or something like that, whatever.
I took both because let's see, that big station, the big Lafayette
Oh, yeah, yeah,
station.
yeah.
So I was there, and also Union Station, and also I actually took a train out to from Virginia into Washington D.C.
Wow.
So I don't know what train that was, but
I
you just
well,
you just do the best you can. You just try to Google things and figure it out. But yeah, DC can be it's well, it's a big city,
yeah.
and they have all those streets with the state names and the letters,
The
and
letters, I know. I
okay.
wasn't used to it being letters, but
And then they
well.
have Northwest and yeah, it's crazy.
Mhm, mhm.
But it's beautifully laid out. But if you're not a native, it can be a little
Yeah,
scary.
yeah.
So big.
But when you mentioned art, that's
Hmm.
why I jumped on because
Okay.
we're having an art show in Winston-Salem for Epilepsy Alliance,
Oh, let me
and
write
it's
this
an
down.
auction too, an art auction.
This week or
No,
next week?
November in November, the month
Oh,
of
November. Oh, okay.
epilepsy awareness. But it rang a bell because you said art.
It's good to know in advance. Yeah.
November
Okay.
2nd, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, if somebody wants to maybe, whatever the art they do, if they want to offer a painting or something to
Okay.
be auctioned off, that would be wonderful.
Oh, that would be cool. Well,
Yes.
artists, yeah. I wonder if so. It's an art. So the artists come and they show their art, and then is it one of those like they show all of their art and then they donate one
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
cause? Okay,
Hmm.
I've seen.
Yeah, if they can, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they can come and maybe that's an idea of maybe for them to sell more. And
Okay.
the artist that's blind, he will offer one to be auctioned.
Oh, nice. It,
And he wants to come. I'm going to check with the lady that's over the Epilepsy Alliance for Winston-Salem and see if she wants him to speak and have people come and try to draw like I did.
okay, that would be awesome because if you don't know what, like I told you, Roxanne has this great show on her Seizure the Day NC YouTube channel. One of her guests was a blind
Hmm.
visual artist.
Yeah.
And you might say there's no such this, there is such a thing.
Hmm.
He can
It,
do it. He's blind. He paints murals and everything.
uh-huh. Yeah. It was really nice to meet him. And I have on the channel little things, what there was one you could choose to watch everything, but then there's ones where you can choose since before I found out about that premiere or whatever it was you told me to do live.
Mhm.
But after figuring that out before, it has it in
Mhm.
separate sections where you would pause
Right.
the recording.
Mhm.
So you get to choose whatever you want to watch. But
Nice.
one of them was him actually painting.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah.
pretty. It's really, really wild, folks. You got to check it out for yourself. It's really wild.
Uh-huh. How he feels with his fingers, and it's just amazing. But either he'll have one to auction off, or if we have time, he'll come and speak too. But
Nice.
it's off Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in
Oh,
Winston
you have
Salem.
one too. Get in
Yeah,
Chicago. It's Martin Luther King. Wait, wait, wait. Oh my God! It's Martin Luther King Drive. Oh, King Drive, because you always say King Drive, right? Here is Martin Luther King Parkway
it's Boulevard for us.
and Boulevard for you. And they have
Hmm.
Martin Luther King next door in Chapel Hill too. And I think theirs is Boulevard. Yeah.
Okay, well.
So, and
Yep.
here, do you just say MLK? Because we say MLK here in Durham.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in Chicago, it's King Drive. They just say King Drive.
But yeah, that's where
And
it'll
they
be.
have Boulevard too. And he's in Texas.
Oh,
Boulevard. Oh, MLK Boulevard. Cool.
lived in Houston for a little while when I was
Awesome.
little. Yeah.
I didn't know you lived in Texas.
Mhm. Yeah, until I was 7.
Oh, okay.
And then, because my dad worked for an oil company.
He did.
Yeah, he
He
was an
lived on,
accountant.
he worked on one of those oil.
No, he was an accountant.
Oh,
So, yeah, for the company. And, yeah.
because they say those jobs, the oil derricks in the middle of the water, they say those are really high paying jobs because they're really dangerous.
No, yeah, but, well, when we were in Peru, I mean, that was probably dangerous too, going through the Amazon.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Through the jungle, yeah.
Going through any jungle, you can get
We would
lost
have to go through
or
the jungle, yeah.
step on a snake or something.
Ooh, well,
Just seeing a snake is enough for me.
you I had a pet alligator.
You're kidding.
I've never told you that. It was only about that long when I
Oops.
see it in pictures.
Oh, wait. I have to tell this. Okay, that's Meals on Wheels. I'm going to call her back later. Okay. I'm going to do a cover story on Meals on Wheels.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, I hope she was saying yes. We'll
And
see. We'll
it
see.
was only this long.
But what did you do when he got big?
Well, the people that lived down there took him. I guess they cooked him. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Now, my next door neighbor, when I was a little kid, Jose had a snake.
Ooh. I mean, it was even pictures of him on a leash. I
I don't know.
know, it was crazy.
You had an alligator. He was in the house.
I have a picture of him outside in a water little bucket of
Okay.
water, little flat pan, and then with a leash.
Now, I don't know if it's true, but when I was a kid, I remember people would say folks would go on vacation to Florida and they bring back baby alligators and then they'd flush them down the toilet. And so there are giant, scary alligators
In
underneath
the
Chicago
Ooh,
roaming the
mm,
sewers. I'm sure that's not true.
I
I'm
hope not.
sure it can't be true.
Can't flush them, I don't think, unless they're so little, unless they're, who knows? Well, this one stayed in Peru.
When you're a little kid, you believe anything.
I know, yeah.
So that
But
makes sense.
I'm hoping, like, I'm hoping whenever I go to DC that I'll be able to video some of the people I talk to.
Please do.
And I will
Because
inform.
you could make so many shows out of that
Yeah, yeah.
for your YouTube channel.
Hmm.
And what you can do, this would be really fun, if you live stream your
Hmm.
trip up there. Like,
No, I
like
thought
I'm
about
heading, like this is really exciting. We're going to talk with the congressman about this and that. And you can, show yourself walking up the steps. And then
that. Uh-huh.
they probably don't want to be filmed during the meeting. But
Well, probably don't, right?
But then
But
after the meeting, while you're still excited, afterwards, walking back down the steps, you can say, "Boy, that was a great meeting." You just wait. You just be sure to subscribe to Seizure of the Day NC YouTube channel because you're not going to believe the um
yeah, I thought about doing that and,
yeah,
and talking about getting on the plane, and stuff
yeah,
like that. So,
drum up some excitement for your YouTube channel. I need to
hmm.
do that myself.
Uh huh.
Find myself here and there and here and abouts.
A lot of
I
people
need
are
to
doing
do
that now.
that.
Yeah.
I need
Hmm.
to do
My
that.
friend who plays the piano,
Hmm.
he is doing that now on Instagram.
Instagram. Okay.
Yeah, he does that on Instagram.
You know, I need to get on Instagram because I have a lot of followers and I never do anything on Instagram, very rarely. And I need to,
I don't either.
I need to,
Yeah,
that's where the young folks are.
I know. And I figured
And
out, yeah, I started TikTok.
Okay.
but I was trying to see which does better, the little clips or a show. And I think the clips are definitely better.
So do you mean the TikTok
Uh
clips
huh.
or do you mean the YouTube shorts or both?
Oh, I haven't tried a YouTube short, but there are YouTube shorts because of how you can pick where we pause the recording. That put it as a short on YouTube. I didn't.
Oh,
It did.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I had to go through and combine them to make it all one show. Oh, it was a pain. But
okay.
still, the shorts are on there, and then the one whole show.
Interesting. I might have to think about that.
Yeah, but I figured out on TikTok that it's better to do shorts. So,
Okay. Now, I've seen some complaints where people who got big success with YouTube Shorts, they
mhm.
couldn't get them to subscribe though because they're looking for the quick hits. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if that's true for everybody. It's not true for. I mean, when I discover somebody YouTube, doing YouTube Shorts that interest me, very often I'll go ahead and subscribe to them because I don't want to forget their name.
Well, yeah,
I
right. But
guess it depends.
I know, I got an email about how to get more viewers on YouTube, but I
Mhm.
can't go into their like page and a group because I don't have enough followers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So if you like me, hit follow too.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, and
Yeah.
I'm definitely a subscriber. Their
Hmm.
YouTube channel. So, folks, check it out. In fact, check out my YouTube
And
channel,
yours, yes.
Durham
I'm following
Skywriter
you.
YouTube channel, and also Roxanne's Seizure the Day NC YouTube channel for
Yeah.
sure.
But definitely that's why I'm on, just to tell you about the art. And then yeah, September is when I'll be there, and it's the week after the art show.
Okay, now when you in September go to Washington D.C. and do live streaming, what is that program? It's called Prism, is it? Will you
Yes.
using that was
Mhm.
very successful. That was very good.
It was. It was very easy too.
It's a free if folks if you want to check it out. It's called Prism.
Yeah.
It allows you to live stream to YouTube for free.
Uh-huh, it does. Yeah, if you want more than just one, then you pay. But
Now,
it depends.
why again did you choose Prism as opposed to going live via the YouTube live?
It was easier
Oh,
to I couldn't find a way to get people to comment for me to read the same time as I was live from
oh,
doing it with YouTube. I might try it again because of
hmm,
course I got another email of how they have um, added extra things to the YouTube
okay,
channel.
okay.
But Prism was real easy because I read what y'all had and how I just had to, it just started going live and I just hit record because I scheduled it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might want to check that out myself just to experiment. Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Indeed.
So um, maybe you can do it November 7th, whenever
Oh,
maybe
National Night Out. That's
that,
going to be difficult because
or this,
maybe I can get there early and interview some people, but because I'm going to be DJ Pity Pat at that time,
oh,
it's
okay.
really hard when you're playing commercial music. Yeah, I don't think they like that
Well,
on YouTube or Facebook. You
I
know.
don't know, but I'm definitely going to do it live when they turn that building purple in the second week in November.
Mm. Now, one time I went to a grand opening of a restaurant and they were playing music. Now, sometimes now I have the wherewithal to ask for them to turn off the music while I'm filming. And most of the time people say, sure, no problem. But I wasn't thinking, and I I did a video while commercial music was playing, and what I
Oh,
did when I got home, I put now I subscribe to Epidemic Sound. It's like $15 a month, and you can use all the music they have. You don't have to worry about, you
yeah,
just
like that copyright. Yeah.
it's copyright free, no worries. So I put Epidemic Sound music on top of the commercial music, which so it sounded weird, but I think what I was trying to do was to make it so that the
Yeah,
whatever
you couldn't tell, right? They
yeah,
couldn't tell what was behind it.
I
Yeah.
didn't get into any trouble.
Well, good,
But you're
good.
probably wondering, what is that weird noise? It's like two songs going on at the same time, but it worked.
Yeah, well, good. Yeah, you didn't get, a fee or something, copyright fee or whatever.
Yeah, copyright strike or whatever.
Yeah, because Mike Daniels, who I play games, like the game on Friday nights,
Hmm.
he's had to deal with that. What people say.
Oh.
Yeah, or if one of the guy likes to make a lot of fun, like the jokes, and if
Hmm.
he mentions something that's or sings a song that is not allowed, or
Yeah. Like a
Michael
commercial,
can
any
get in
commercial
trouble.
song. Yeah.
He can get in trouble, so he has to tell him, "Hey, you want to pay that fee?"
And say no.
Yeah, so it's something else, but
You got to be careful. But I would suggest for anybody who runs into that problem, you can't always tell them to turn off the music if you're in a big event and the music's just playing. Like if you're at a state fair or if you're
uh,
at at a a block party or something and they're playing music, you can't always tell them to be quiet. I'm filming.
no, you can't. Right, but
So
that might be good
put something
because,
on top of it.
mm,
Yeah, yeah.
but it'll be at Bailey Park in Winston Salem,
Okay,
so
okay.
it's pretty big. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
it's
what do you
not
mean?
huge. It's a good area for people to show up and just watch. So yeah,
Okay.
the second week in November, and I'm going to pick a day because when other people are going to be free, but
I can't remember. Which is closest to Durham? Winston-Salem or Greensboro?
Greensboro.
Oh, so it's Greensboro and then Winston-Salem.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, so that is far. Um,
Yeah. I'm
it's not that far. I mean, you can get to Greensboro in.
30 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not
No,
that
they're not
bad.
that far. Yeah, it's not
Okay,
that bad.
because isn't Winston's that outlet of Highway 40? Isn't that closer to Winston-Salem than Greensboro? There's this outlet mall.
The Tanger,
Yeah.
no, it's closer to you. You
Oh.
get to it first, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then you get to Greensboro. And then you get to me.
Oh, okay. Well, in any case, well, I'll figure it all out.
But this is where the RJR area is.
Okay.
And now Atrium is taking it over for, I guess, the rent rooms to the residents.
Oh, I
So,
never heard of
yeah,
Atrium.
they've all of the factories that were out there have been remodeled to apartments.
Oh, okay. What they did here in Durham, like the warehouses and the tobacco factories, like we have Brightleaf Square, and that's like a shopping mall, indoor shopping mall.
Okay.
And then there's an apartment complex on West. What's it called? West Village? I forget what it's called. But anyway, there's an apartment complex. And then we have a fruit warehouse not too far from my house, which is now a event venue.
Okay.
And that was and they call it the fruit because it was a fruit warehouse. So,
Okay. Cool. But
yeah,
yeah, September 1 week is busy, and then November 1 week is busy. Or, well, 2 weeks because of the art auction and then the building purple. So,
excellent.
and still, maybe nothing bad will happen and the governor will be able to come.
That would be really. I mean, I don't know who all you're going to see, but take their. even if you can't record the meeting, take your picture with them. You got to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Got to do that. And
Hmm.
then, make it. Oh,
I read the law, Sam's Law, seizure
mm,
first aid. I
uh-huh.
read through it because, it's finally passed in North
uh
Carolina. They
Okay.
didn't have to put posters up throughout the hallway and have one person there at all times, only one for
Oh,
seizure to learn to know seizure first aid.
okay. But you said they could have posters though?
Yes, they can have posters. Yep.
Well, that's good because, a lot of people didn't take, what is that, Heimlich maneuver? I remember when Heimlich
Oh,
became
yeah.
popular in the 70s or 80s or whatever. Um, I think most people didn't get training in it, but they saw the posters where you put your hands, I
Right.
can't
Yeah.
remember,
Uh-huh.
hands
You
under
push,
their
yeah.
diaphragm. And yeah. So the
My
posters,
dad did it on my mom one night.
wow.
Hmm. Yeah.
Whoa. So the posters work, obviously.
I guess. Yeah.
So as far as the seizure information, the posters will probably be good.
Hmm.
It'll be good to have training too. I mean, it never hurts.
Right. Because they have to know. Oh, and the parents have to fill out medical information and
Yeah.
the medicines they take and when to call an ambulance, if not to, or, to do all that.
And Dave is saying knowledge can save lives, and that is literally true.
Definitely. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Well, that's it. I got to take this. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, okay. See you soon. Thanks,
Okay.
Roxanne.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
I guess that's her phone or whatever. So that's fine. That is fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably end the show here because got some running around to do, some things to do, afternoon work to accomplish. So, Dave, thanks for being here. Thank you for your comments. They're always wonderful. Love to have you here. And Roxanne, of course, thank you for coming on the show. And Dave is saying, thank you, Miss Patricia. You are quite welcome. Good luck in DC, Miss Roxy. Later, buddies. Fist bump indeed. Thank you, Dave. Such a nice person. And with that, I think that's it for today's show. Now, tomorrow, with it being Friday, now I said today's show will be pre recorded because I thought I was going out to lunch with Malachi, but her schedule, interfered. So tomorrow, if there is a Durham Housing Authority event, because they've been having them on Fridays, then I will be attending that event. I have to make a couple of phone calls and see. If there's no event hosted by Durham Housing Authority, then I will be doing the show here live at noon. So, with that, enjoy yourself. Take your umbrella with you just in case. And I'll see you tomorrow, either pre recorded or live at noon. Ciao for now.